Greetings, greetings, greetings. We reserve the right to play these clips and these article use the usage of these articles and clips for educational entertainment and critiquing purposes. We reserve the disclosure and the right to do that. That being stated, uh,
worry about getting the mark of the beast by accident. What is the mark of the beast, and do we need to be worried about accidentally?
whoops, something happened here. Now I got to. Oh shoot.
Hold on. Did you know that in these last days, people will be forced or have to choose to put on this?
Do you think this is noble? We've all made our sacrifices. This is your final.
I did. You already know you all good.
Hold on. Did you know that in these last days, people will be forced or have to choose to put on the mark of the beast? Watch this.
Do you think this is noble? We've all made our sacrifices. This is your final chance. Take the mark.
Let's say a wretch like me.
Listen, don't choose the mark of the beast. If you choose the mark of the beast, you'll be condemned to hellfire. Choose Jesus Christ. Type a choose Jesus in the comments and subscribe to learn about Jesus. Hold on. Did you know that in these last days, people will be forced or have to choose to put on?
Wow. I'm trying to get to that one video that was.
I did.
Just prior to this.
Hold on. Did you know that in these last days, people will be forced or have to choose to put on?
Oh boy, I guess that one. The one that I wanted to play, I didn't somehow jack that one up, but let's see what we got here. What a other good one here.
Conceptions of biblical prophecy is that the thing referenced in the Bible as the Antichrist.
Remember, just ain't doing they're doing whatever they want to do. It's just not doing what I'm telling it to do. Okay, here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Spellbinder doing a video on doing a video from the reality blog. I came across this blog from an article on I believe it was rins.com, and it's a very good blog, the reality blog. And the explanation in this article is on target. It's exactly what the Antichrist is. The Antichrist isn't an individual, it's a government. And this will tell you why it's the government. Social Security, the international mark of the beast, the global social security system. And this is how it goes. Did you know that over 130 countries in the world now have a social security insurance program? But you didn't. Did you know that Social Security is run and regulated by the United Nations and the World Bank and is issued by the IMF? Probably didn't know that. Have you ever heard of the International Social Security Association, the ISSA? United States Social Security Administration has international treaties and agreements through the United Nations with other countries and their social security systems? Probably not. Well, it's all true. But before we get into that, let's make sure we understand just what the Social Security program really means, being United States citizen or a Social Security number. That's right, you're just a number. It is so much more than what you might think. Social Security, the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is upon all American citizens. And the federal corporation named United States is that beast. And the mark of the beast is the number. Understand, we're already under the beast. One of the greatest misconceptions of biblical prophecy is that the thing referenced in the Bible as the Antichrist, and in so many other fictional tales of said Antichrist, will someday be incarnated as a single living entity, a beast in the guise of a man or a human, that will fool the people of the earth into loving and following that beast into virtual hell and enslavement on earth. But I am here to provide you with an alternative and more realistic view. I am here to say that the biblical Antichrist is already upon us. It is not a single person, but a government run by and consented by the people. It is not a living, breathing human or demon, but instead all humans via their consent to it. It is not the devil reincarnated, but is in fact an incarnated body of legal codes that have created the mark of the beast through the people's ignorance of the laws that they create. And I am here to say that it is not God that will save us from the Antichrist, but only our collective non-consent through non-participation in this system that will save us from ourselves. If it is true that God gave men the gift and the curse of having free will, then it must also be true that God only helps those who helps themselves. What is the mark of the beast? Well, this is going to surprise you, if not scare the living daylights out of you. And Title 42 of the U.S. Code, entitled "The Public Health and Welfare," ooh, what a nice sounding name, security. Through Title 42 is not statutory law, but an activity prima facie law, consent of the governed required. The implementation of that legal code is exactly what we'd expect from the beast as the federal United States corporation. Remember, we're under a corporation. So let's have a look at Section 666 of the United States Code, Title 42, the Public Health and Welfare. Nice name for it. Section 666 of the Social Security Act requires every state, as federal and insular permissions, to obtain a person's number that is attached to the name of that person before such things as a license to work, drive, marry, or any other state services, privileges, not rights, are granted, of which now include federal grants and emoluments to states as revenue sharing for promotion of this enslavement via the number. In other words, a natural born citizen of the United States of America cannot work in a federal United States jurisdictional territory, the federal United States, without being marked by the Social Security number, the number of the beast. For those of you who don't understand the difference between these two governments, and that as citizen you are required to obey both, please read what the Supreme Court opinion of this fact is here. The people in the United States resident within any state are subject to two governments. One state and the other national. But there need be no conflict between the two, the powers which have separate jurisdictions. Together they make the whole and furnish the people of the United States with a complete government, ample for the protection of all their rights, privileges, at home and abroad. True, it may sometimes happen that a person is admirable to both jurisdiction for one and the same act. It is the natural consequences of a citizenship which owes allegiance to two sovereignties and claims protection from both. The citizen cannot complain because he has voluntarily submitted himself to such a form of government. Supreme Court, 92 U.S. 551, U.S. versus Shank. I believe that's how that's pronounced. And behold, I swear unto you, if you will do this with an oath, you shall be destroyed. But if you will not do this, I swear unto you with an oath that on the narrow month I will command armies shall come down against you, and they shall not stay their hand, and shall spare not, but shall slay you, shall let fall the sword upon you, even until you shall become extinct. Nephi 3:8. While I can choose to not consent to the mark, the Social Security number, the beast has made it virtually impossible to work, drive, spend money, or live legally without this number within the corporate world of jurisdiction of the beast. And as a corporation of any kind, including that of being a person with a number, that business must comply with now established state and federal